Hi y'all, welcome to Big Mama's house, where Mama has left her podcast stuff unattended. So now the siblings, her children, have found it, and you all have to listen to us now. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi everyone. It's me, Mallow, Lizard, and Tiger here, and we're here to complain about video games, because that's our
If you
main
hear
system.
noises, we're making dinner as well.
My hands are so cold, y'all.
She's complaining because I put potatoes in the fridge.
And I'm peeling them now, and they're so cold.
That sounds
That
tragic.
so tragic. Anyway, back to the important stuff. We were actually talking about games, like we usually do.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about how we all originally met, and it was through Dead by Daylight, which, if anyone doesn't know, it's a horror multiplayer game where it's 1 against 4, where there's a killer versus 4 survivors.
I'm going to disagree with that. That's not how we met, because we met through your ex. That's how we bonded. That's how we became friends.
Okay, yes.
That's a very important distinction.
That's how the bond solidified through trauma. And
I didn't meet him through. I met him through Xbox, so.
Stop correcting me and get on with the topic, you two.
But it's so much fun.
Anyway, we were talking about how much it changed and how we don't play it anymore because the devs don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, it's like, for me, I do like the fact, like, okay, I don't remember what update just came out. It's the sentient robot thingy that just came out. Not the drone lady with the drones.
Wait, is it out now?
I think it's out. I've been seeing a lot of videos.
It was so fast, though. I feel like just last month they released the Lady with the Robot.
Yeah, like the 2 chapters came out really quick.
Lady
back
with, her own droids and then a sentient robot.
Well, a sentient space robot that was made.
A space robot.
He's an alien.
Technically, it's an AI system and it has some kind of camera pod thing.
Doesn't that sound like something from Mass Effect? Isn't that what the
I haven't played Mass Effect.
It was supposed to be like this AI that was made to actually explore space and stuff.
Yeah.
But it became murderous.
But from what I've seen, like honestly, the power does look really neat. It does seem kind of overpowered because like you can tag people, you can slow them down with it, you can teleport and all this other stuff.
We're gonna actually have to get back on DVD and try this out because if we do, God.
But one of the updates I do like though that came out with this is camping killers. Like if the killer is within a certain range of the hook, you can, like, your hook progression timer will just stop. It'll go a little slower if the killer, or if there's another survivor nearby. So you get like a camping bubble, he takes you to the basement or something, cool. Everybody else goes out, you do all 5 gens, you get ready to open the door, you guys go down there, save the person, and GTFO.
So they did actually work on the camping thing?
Yeah, 7 years later. That's been like an active thing.
Yeah, the whole reason I stopped playing is that it wasn't fun anymore. Like every match felt like tedious, painful. There was no survivors. No one left the match. It was always camping, tunneling, and I know it sounds like I'm like, here's the rule guide, you're not supposed to do this, but like it's honestly not fun if I can't work on generators, look like I actually have a chance of living whenever it's just...
Yeah, it's just, you're in there, within 5 minutes, all 4 survivors are dead, and the killer wins the game every flipping game.
And I'm not a solo survivor. I game with my friends.
We do 2 to 4 people, SWFs, for those who don't know, survive with friends.
And that's supposed to make the game easier, but no, there's not. It's...
Especially now that you have like things where it shows exactly who is in chase, who's being carried, who's on a gen or a chest or whatever. You'd think it would help, but no.
Does the killer see who's on a gen or whatever?
No.
Only survivors?
No.
It's purely for a survivor thing.
Because like, you know how they have the little icons for all the survivors on the side of the screen?
Yeah.
There it'll show like a little gen or totems, or have like 2 little swords on either side for being chased or whatever.
Yeah, the little creepy little claw things.
Yeah.
And I'll admit it, I have a love-hate relationship with DVD. It was, when I first got the game, it was a gift from an ex-friend of mine, we're going to call her Rosie, and it terrified me. Over the years, though, it became my main source of just everything. If we wanted to hang out and game with each other, that was the go-to thing. And, even through any of the updates, we stuck with it. It's just, it became unfun, and none of us wanted to go through the tournament.
What? Is this,
sorry.
Is this a friend that I know? Is this the one that left because of the paperwork?
The one that bought me the Xbox.
Okay, the paperwork, yeah.
Rosie, if you're out there and you ever hear this...
Fuck you.
Get over yourself. Get over yourself.
As someone...
May you be living a good life. I'm proud of you for getting out of that toxic situation, and you may be different now, but I still don't want you in my life.
I just think that Rosie's the type of person to send you a cease and desist if you talk about her even years later. You don't use her name or anything.
Well, guess what? I'm not using your name.
She's a cease and desist person, so yeah, that's the type of person she is.
Yeah, whenever I was writing a story trying to,
I forgot about that.
Trying to get out all my frustrations and trauma, she's the one that was like, can you remove me from it? No, you were a part of it!
Technically, she didn't do a cease and desist, she just asked you to stop and remove, because a cease and desist is legal paperwork.
If I had used her real name, I would have, but guess what? I hadn't.
Yeah.
I used your OC's name.
If you feel bad for how you acted, maybe there's a reason for that.
Yeah, she didn't even apologize. She just remove me.
As someone who spent a lot of money giving her things, well, not a lot, but like giving her D&D modules and all kinds of other stuff to just be told, fuck you, I'm blocking you because you did nothing, I have an issue with somebody else, I'm like, she can go fuck herself.
Valid. But anyway.
Honestly, that's the reason why, because Tyke was actually friends with Mallow's ex-boyfriend while they're together, before they're even together. And then because he continued being friends with her and me, even after, the relationship was doing good, he just ghosted, cut all contact with him.
And he started cutting contact with me before then.
Even before that.
Because I had that conversation, I know with you, I don't know if I had that with you. Do you want me to have that now?
Sure, tell him.
Sure, why not?
Air out the
Do
dirty
you
laundry.
know the story?
I don't... My memory is Swiss cheese,
okay.
so
I'm just going to point out, Mallow has an ex-friend and ex-boyfriend and a lot of people who don't like me. Even though I wasn't a main issue, because Mallow's always been the soft person, the person who sugarcoats things, is the nice person to go to.
I'll spend money, sweat, and tears making people happy.
And then I was the blunt one saying, you suck, what the frick are you doing?
Mm-hmm. I love that too. But, no, with this individual, when we were...
I think we gave him the nickname M.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's M.
Okay, but, when I first... Because I met him before the two of you started dating, and he and I would spend a lot of time gaming on, Warframe and various other things. But when the two of you started dating, he would always tell me, I have a chance to have sex tonight. I am not staying here to play a video game with you. I'm going to go out on this date night and hopefully get laid. His words, not mine. I can see the face.
This man.
And then, okay.
No, hold on. But then, there was one day that you, Lizard, and I, Mallow, Lizard, and I were all in a group chat. We were talking, whatever. I don't remember what happened, what made my brain bring the subject up. It's like, oh yeah, he was talking about wanting to go out and hopefully get lucky tonight or the other night or whatever. So he canceled plans on me, or I don't remember the wording, but something to that effect. And then Lizard starts into this whole thing. He's like, but he's never tried. And
this man was a lazy and just procrastinating piece of... I have begged, pleaded him for our entire relationship to pull his weight. Clean the house. Try to fix it up. Because he lived in a hoarder situation.
Find a job.
Find a job. Hold a job. Because I got him working with me at my old Moon Tech building. And, he got fired from there. I needed him to do something to show that he cared about our relationship. Not a damn thing. Not even in bed. So whenever I
Not
heard,
even once.
But,
not even once.
So
2 years, folks.
So after that conversation came out, the three of us, I think right after he joined our Xbox party chat, and he heard Lizard here going on about and having a wonderful time laughing your butt off.
He's like, you're trying. Are you sure? You don't say. I hear my sister complaining. You're not.
Because I'm very open, okay? If I'm unhappy about something, I'm going to at least tell you about it. I'm going to be like, yo, I need you to improve upon this. I need this. Do something. And the thing is, I'm painfully loyal. Even if you keep messing up, I'm going to stick around until my breaking point. And Valentine's Day, what was it, 2-3 years ago, was my breaking point.
And the whole thing about it is that Mom has pointed out in a previous one we talked about is that she always wants her kids happy, safe, and healthy. And Mallow had an issue because we all saw how he wasn't making her happy. Like, she wasn't even healthy being in that hoarder situation either. And she kept defending him and having a strained relationship with our parents because she kept defending him. And we're just like, we're not saying anything about you. We're saying something about him. He's crap. He's not supporting you.
I had been begging him for months to clean up that house, and he didn't do crap. But the moment his friend needed a place to stay, he cleaned up that room lickety-split to make sure that he had enough room to move in.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. and that the whole thing, Tiger may have been friends with him before us, but
I won him in the divorce.
I still am kind of sad that I never got to dress up as Fat Gandalf and marry the two of you.
It's still an option one day. I'm still willing to get married.
It's just a whole thing. Like, honestly, I was more supportive of the relationship. I was just like, hit up, like, I love you. I'm your sibling. He doesn't make you happy. And I'm just going to say that straight up. I want you to be happy. And I am supportive of anyone who makes you happy.
He doesn't.
It took her. She was defending him tooth and nail. Would just get immediately upset. We brought him up. Anything negative about him. And it took until after the breakup, like months to a year after, for her to even talk crap about him.
Yeah.
Painfully loyal. It's a terrible
She actually was able to start after they met up, like a year or so after the relationship ended, and she brought him out to dinner to catch up. He didn't ask her questions about anything, didn't want to talk to her, basically and she paid for the meal.
I spent $50 to hear about a non-profit he was trying to lure me into.
He's still in that. I just realized we've been talking for almost 13 minutes and we somehow went from video games, the on-topic subject, to your sex life and dating life.
I have a terrible taste in men.
I can talk about mine.
No,
let's
I can talk about mine.
No,
you know
please, can we save that for another one?
We can save that for another one. Because me and Tigers are like 0.
Yeah.
I got a -1 though. I'm doing much better.
Your dating life, no. That's gonna need all of the red flags and warnings. Let's not.
Mama wants to do a actual bio podcast with each of us being solitary, talking about all our issues and whatever. I am more. If y'all want to hear about my -1 and all my issues and my weird stuff,
I don't want to do a solitary video. I really don't.
We can do it together.
Yeah, we can if we want to. Are you cool with that, Tiger?
That's fine.
Like, I don't want to mind. Like, 'cause I don't want to just talk about all my issues and stuff alone. But if we go just together as like, hey, you want to trauma dump with us? Keep tuned.
Do 3 episodes back to back to back. 1 for each of us. The other 2 supporting whoever's active.
There we go.
One of us starts having a breakdown. Give us just a moment, folks. We're having a mental breakdown over here.
We have a technical and mental breakdown. Is that enough potatoes?
That is enough potatoes. Thank you.
All right.
So so we were saying we kind of bonded over Dead by Daylight. We are not really experiencing the love.
Daylight, there was technical issues.
Yes. We are not really experiencing the love for that game anymore.
I know we used to be addicted. We used to put so many hours into the game. It just
money.
The devs didn't seem to care. It was just a nightmare for matches.
I've actually looked, and one day when I went from my Xbox to my gaming computer, I spent, I think it was like over $100 because I got the base game. I bought like the base game plus all the DLCs that are out at the time. I bought all the extra packages through Steam. I think I spent like $120 that day on Dead by Daylight alone.
And I have all of the DLC in on my Xbox. Every time there's a new one out, I still buy them, even if I'm not playing the game, because I'm a completionist.
I think you uninstalled the game.
I am.
I didn't uninstall.
I did. I have all but the last 2 or 3 on my gaming laptop, and on my Xbox is going back to, I think, the Dredge, right around the locker dude. Is when I stopped getting DLCs for my Xbox.
Let's see. There was a killer that just... I think it was around the Dredge that I started losing love for the game.
It's either the Dredge or the Artist right around in there.
Yeah, I think the Artist probably. It was just... Every update seemed to, attack the survivors, and it was just...
Well, and like the constant reduction of any kind of healing. Trying to force you to have teammates heal you, which is one of the most annoying things because so many people will intentionally fail skill checks or use it to hold you hostage.
Or their systems don't work, or there's lag, or there's something or this or that, or, there's a killer perk that makes the skill checks smaller.
Or instantly regresses your healing back down to 0 because they chased you off.
Butcher is a nightmare.
I liked original Sloppy Butcher where it slowed it. That was fine. But to make it go back down to 0, fuck you.
Right. Like, and I'll admit it, I am a blendette. I play Claudette. I like wearing dark clothes. I go do generators, hide in the bushes, and then I also heal because I'm the only one who does that. I'm the one who saves people. So, when Circle of Healing came out, I was ecstatic. I could help my teammates. I could, place down a boon and then, move on. And then, slowly and surely, they took away everything.
Yeah, because that was actually about 3-4 updates ago, they made it so you can no longer just self-heal in Circle of Healing. You have to have someone else there with you, and it just accelerates it. They also nerfed self-care to Oblivion.
It's so painfully slow. I mean, I get it. It's a horror game. You want to make it sort of realistic. If you get injured, it's slow and hard,
But it shouldn't take you 5 minutes to heal yourself.
But it's slowing down the matches because nobody wants to do generators while they're injured. I don't. I want to be fully healed and so I can take an extra hit. Not to mention, the characters moan louder than... Never mind, I can't say that word. The characters are loud. Like, if a killer came by, they're gonna hear it. And it's...
One of my favorite perks when I started playing as Fang Min, because that's my main character, was the fact, Technician. It was the fact that if I failed a skill check on the generator, because I was terrible at this generator ones at first, it didn't do any sounds.
You had a 50-50 chance of it canceling. It wasn't guaranteed.
Well, in the beginning, there was a higher chance, though.
Yeah, in the beginning, it was 100% guaranteed.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about it, was that fact that I had that safety net.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
No, and I get, changing the meta and changing what things like Dead Hard do and all this other stuff. I get that. But
you're killing your base, man. Your fan base is so angry.
And the other thing that kills me is, using Dead Hard as an example, because that was one of the first tomes, so a lot of people like to do the older tomes as well to get those extra blood points to unlock things quicker, to be able to do more things. So you take something like Dead Hard, where it initially gave you a quick speed boost forward to help you out away from the killer, to now you have to literally press it within 2 seconds of the killer trying to hit you. It's literally a 2-second window where you get a free hit, and if you mess that up, you don't get the Dead Hard challenge. And
not to mention you also have to save someone now before you can use it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's just okay. So maybe it's because we're
and newer players won't have issues with these.
Or new players
they won't mind.
Disagree with that. I think.
Well, they won't know how good it was before.
Unless they watch videos, but yeah.
Maybe it's because we're old school and we don't like change. Maybe we're used to how we play the game. But it's
We're narrow-spicy.
We're narrow-spicy. It's... The game's no longer giving us that endorphin, the serotonin, that dopamine to, play anymore. So, we've been trying to find new games. I personally have been enjoying Minecraft when I get on Xbox.
That's nice, fun, relaxing. By the way, if anybody out there listening to this has any recommendations, please send them in. We'll put them in the comments, whatever. Tell us, please. I would
We're
love some
trying
more
to find new games to play with each other. It's just once you go to DVD, yeah, that's the one thing. We all have different tastes.
I don't do survival mode. I am a Stardew Valley with all the mods that I can freeze time, take my time with things. I'm an Animal Crossing person. I am a Dreamlight Valley, which is again like very, very calm, cozy, at my own pace. I don't like being rushed into things. I don't like being freaked out about things. If I want to play a game, I just want to sit there and do it. I want to be able to just put it down, go do something else, come back to it, and there's no issues with it.
I like that to an extent, but I also like the more action-adventure games where you are feeling, oh crap, I'm going to die, I have to... I like the pressure the DVD put on you. But...
I would like a chance to live, please.
Yes.
I mean, there's the Ghostbusters, Spirits Unleashed. That was pretty fun, but it was like very new and very glitchy.
Well, and that was the thing though, is when we got that, we literally started playing it day one when it was so glitchy, so buggy.
It was so terrible.
And I have played
it was a good game though.
I have played it since, and I think they've done a pretty decent job in patching a lot of the early game glitches. And I think maybe we should download it and give it a try again.
I still have it on my Xbox. I don't uninstall something unless I feel like I really am never going to play it again. I am into Lego games. I do want to play the Skywalker Saga. It's on Game Pass for anyone who wants to. You should already have it. I made you download it on your Xbox. We were going to play it, but then we got sucked into something else. I don't remember what.
I don't know.
There is a new Texas
That's
Chainsaw
what I was
game.
thinking about. I want to take a look into the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game because it may be like DVD where we can be the dumb teenagers that get lured onto it. But the thing is, Bubba was my most hated killer. I'll probably be so upset.
Apparently there's two actual antagonists you can go against.
Oh, okay.
Because there is Grandpa, one of the family members, and Bubba.
Is it cross-platform, cross-play?
I think someone called Grandpa. It's like the father of Bubba, who's also like the main. Who also in the original Texas Chainsaw game, he was the one in charge. He was like the father figure who was.
I thought that was Dayton, or was it a different one? The one who masqueraded as the sheriff. Or
it's the. If you just watch the original Texas Chainsaw, the family is also the main issue of the movie because Bubba was just the one following his family's orders.
Bubba's the sweet boy, or Tommy.
Okay, he would have been sweeter if he wasn't in a family of cannibals.
Yeah, that's very true. Chainsaw.
I'm already searching.
Oh, okay.
I did it on my tablet because I grabbed the wrong cord to try.
That's the whole point. Like if these different characters had a different lifestyle,
maybe
things could have changed.
I mean, I wouldn't mind trying VHS because that one's also.
I think that got canceled.
It's on Steam still, though, from what I saw. It's free to play.
So, as he pointed out, by Ghostbusters being a lot of their glitches being fixed, Dead by Daylight behavior developers don't do that. Again, like it feels like just last month they released a DLC and now they're releasing another one. But there's still so many glitches, errors, and issues that so many players are having across the platforms. They're just ignoring. They're like, sucks to suck when you're falling through the map. Or when you get stuck in a rock. Whee!
Okay, so according to their Twitter, posted 3/9/23 at 10:21 a.m., the team is hard at work bringing crossplay to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it might not be yet. More likely it's not yet, because that was early last month. But it will be in the semi-near future, which I think will be kind of nice.
What platforms is it on right now? Because we all have Xboxes. I wouldn't mind giving it a go.
What platform is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game on? And because I'm just lazy and I'm doing voice to text on Google. No. Looks like PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh.
Well, it looks like it's on pretty much everything. I see it on Steam.
Alright, maybe that's something we need to look into right now.
Yeah. So, maybe I will be able to get it. I don't know. We'll see. I've been talking to Siriana. She's kind of thinking about trying the Final Fantasy online game again.
I wish I could get into it, but I've never been really able to get into, like, MMOs like that.
No?
Like, I tried getting into, what's it called? The big popular one that usually everyone talks about.
Genshin Impact?
No. It's the one that, like, the original one that, you know, like, that was online. Uncle Timmy had it.
Warcraft? World of Warcraft.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. I tried getting into that or other MMOs, like, you know, just, I get into it and then I die off because I don't know why. My brain just does not fixate on it enough to actually warrant.
Probably because it's more open world, and unlike games like Tears of the Kingdom, it doesn't have a definitive endpoint. Even Minecraft has a definitive endpoint.
You were good at ones like Golden Sun and stuff, like the ones where you actually had to...
RPGs are different to me.
Technically, World of Warcraft is an RPG.
It's an MMO
Maybe it's because it has other people in it.
Well, like I was just saying though, is a lot of these other games, like I don't know the one you were talking about, Lizard, but like Minecraft has a definitive endpoint. Like the current objective is defeat the End Dragon.
Well, she likes the RPGs like the Mario and the 7 Stars or whatever. Pokemon.
But it might be very well what he's saying, that it's, you know, I need a game that has a definitive endpoint, and World of Warcraft doesn't.
Because there is no building up yourself and your companions or whatever to take on this BBEG. As far as I know, World of Warcraft doesn't have a BBEG. It has several smaller ones spread throughout the world, but there's no...
Then they have it in, like, a campaign that usually, and then it ends...
Well, that explains why you like Dragon Age and stuff, but you don't like World of Warcraft, because Dragon Age has a definitive end, but it has the same kind of, like, open thing like World of Warcraft, where you have your party and everything.
Well, technically, Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game has that too. Even a lot of the newer Pokemons, it's more open world, but there's still that definitive endpoint. This is what you need to do. And I've noticed with those games, though, still, it's like with Pokemon, you got to the end, you defeated it, and then you lost interest.
Which is why I usually hesitate before going to the end and doing all the side quests, because I know as soon as I finish it, I'm done.
Well, yeah. Pokemon Violet and Scarlet kind of have end game stuff to do, but again, it's like, hey, you know those people you defeated before? Do it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't wanna.
But a lot of the end game stuff in like Scarlet and Violet is pretty good. Like I've gone through, defeated it, and I'm slowly breeding. I need to start breeding again.
I still need like sweet herba stuff, which you only get in 5-star raids, and I'm like,
no, that's the main way. But like once you unlock this battle thing in the school, you can go in there and they will reward you on occasion some of the sweeter Mysticos or Mysticos.
How do I? Tell me that later. How to do that.
I don't remember how you unlock it, but
I never got to actually play into Violet very much.
Yeah.
I did kind of just pop my okay. So I have like severe ADHD, so my brain sometimes can't focus. So I stopped playing it for a while, and then Lizard took over, and I was just like, okay, that's yours now. All right, I'm off.
Because I think you play Violet, and I think I've been playing Scarlet. If you want, I have an extra copy of Violet. You can borrow that.
I would, but Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Discuss it again in a year.
We'll swap. My Skyward Sword for your Violet.
Okay. Cool. Secretly steals Tears of the Kingdom. No. I mean, it is in my Switch right now. I was playing it earlier.
No, you're not. It's still right here. Yeah, make me double check.
Again. And I haven't even left the house this time.
Let's see. I mean, I do like, with multiplayer, I like Mario Kart, but I'm like such a sore loser. If I lose, my brain just shuts off, and I'm like,
fuck you.
The only one my brain will let me beat me is my siblings, because I've
been trying to go into the new raceways that they've opened up to, but again, like my ADHD neurodivergent stuff is like, no.
I kind of want to get that. Maybe if
they are good racetracks. I really do like them.
You know what sucks?
I haven't done.
I have to wait till
64.
2024 to get the DLC that my sister already bought for me for the Violet game.
I forgot that's got a DLC. I haven't bought any.
Yeah, you get a Hisuian Zoroark.
But again, like, you don't actually get, like, any of the, they're not releasing any of the actual DLC part, like the, new, quest and legendary Pokemon until, like, December 2023, and then spring 2024.
Speaking of which, I need to trade you so I can get the, whatever region locked Zoroark.
Oh, yeah, Zoro.
Yeah, I know it needs an Everstone.
Nintendo, if you're listening, I hope you are.
Fuck you.
I have spammed, breeded your Hisuian Zoroark, and I have, like, surprise traded hundreds of them to people.
Yeah, I know you're.
I have been populating your populace.
That reminds me of the story of the one kid who read the Pokédex entry for Lapras and heard that they were endangered, and he kept breeding them and letting them, releasing them. And then in a future game, it's told that the Lapras is no longer endangered.
I am reviving the extinct Hisuian Zoroark population. I am spreading them across the different regions.
And see, I will fully admit, and fuck y'all if you don't agree, I will gen certain Pokemon, like if it's a region specific, let's say, like, because I've done this, like, oh yes, you have to go to this one specific movie in Japan to have a chance to get this Pokemon. I will straight up go fuck you and I'll gen it.
Did you guys know that Pokehome has updated and now you can bring over Violet and Scarlet Pokemon to Pokehome?
It was on like the 30th or the 29th of last month, like right at the end of the month.
There you go.
I don't have Pokehome, so.
I do, but I think my subscription lapsed, and two, I haven't played Pokemon since before that update, so I haven't updated any of that.
I have no idea when's the last time I was on my Pokemon. I probably still have a Brian prescription. Subscription. I have a prescription for Pokemon.
Do you have a prescription?
I need to have it filled.
I don't know.
I'm probably not. I'm broke.
What do you mean broke? You're not allowed to be broke. You're my sugar mama.
No, I don't have money.
You gotta give him gas money.
That is true. Wait, do you have enough gas to get home? Are you good?
Yeah,
by the way? Okay,
I've
good.
got. Because what you gave me took it up to 3/4 of a tank, and it takes about 1/4 of a tank each way.
Good. Makes me paranoid. Pause it, Liz.
Anyway, I think that's all because, But
our brain stopped.
We gotta stop before Mama finds out that we stole her podcast stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're in their bedroom taking a nap right now, so...
Well, again, if she figures it out, we're toast.
We're gonna upload this anyway, so... Haha, Mama, take that.
I'm the one who edits it. I'm the one who adds all the photos to the videos and stuff. I got access to the YouTube channel. I can just straight upload this whenever the heck I want.
Yeah! So anyway, thanks for coming to Big Mama's house without Big Mama, because we stole her stuff.
Welcome to Sibling Hour. And
you are now, congratulations, you're now our accomplices. All of you.
All of you.
Welcome to the Sibling ChAoS unit.
None of you can tell Mama.
Don't do it. Not even
tell
Papa.
Mama.
Not even Papa.
Because if you tell on us, we're going to get you in trouble. Yeah, we're going to say, well, you encouraged us. It's all your...
You guys are the ones that keep liking and looking at our videos, so it's your fault.
Yeah.
Aha. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.